Okay, good morning everyone. Today we're going to take a look at our agent application and how to submit that to the CPSCR. This is for a new agent application. Renewals are going to be much easier once you inputted those in. So the first thing we're going to do is a new agent application. Once you log into your Edvera system, you'll see your dashboard pop up here. Once again, what we'll do is we'll go over here to our Documents tab. And underneath our Document tab, we'll see everything that we've started, submitted, and have been issued. You'll see that we do have one agent application that has been submitted for our test institution. I'll show you what that looks like once it's issued. This is the permit that you will put out there for your agents to display within their office, so it shows that they are registered with the commission. But first thing we have to do is actually create one. So let's go back to our documents here. We're going to go up here under Start Document. We're going to go to a new agent application. Now, when you start with your agents, you're going to have to add them into the system as a user, so it gives them the role of agent. Now, they don't necessarily have access to the system. It just has them in the system so their information can be inputted into the form. So if you already have them in there, you can pull from that. If you don't, what you'll do here is you'll click to add a user, put in their email address. From their email address, you also put in their first and last name and hit save, and it will add that user. Okay, so let's just do a test information. We're going to do test1 at test.com. Start up a new user, put in our information, and then hit save. Oh, sorry, we already have that. So we'll hit test 2. Oh, that's right. Probably already have, if you already have that email system, you'll get this and you'll see that that email's already been taken. That user is in there, you can use that user. User will pop up in here, and we're going to click continue. From this, it's going to create our user application. Here you're going to start inputting the information. Let's say this is your director of admissions. We know who that person is. You can put their email back in here, which I don't remember what it was. Okay, phone number. Now you can just put, you'll have some like mine have already popped up in here for different ones. Many people just put the school information here, and that's fine if you want to do that. Don't worry about it. There we go. All right, now, second part of this is their education, where they went to high school. And you're just going to input this information here. If I could spell. Okay. Here you do have to put the dates. Okay, so you have their high school here, putting their dates and what they received. If they went to college, you put the college information here along with their degree, minor, and major. For right now, we're just going to put some test information in here. Okay, just so that we have something. Now, you don't have to have information here. So, for example, here on other school names and address, now you can put their professional development here if you have that kind of information. If you don't, the larger schools do agent training, you can add that information here, but it's not necessary. Okay. Now, from here, you're also going to put their work history. So let's say that they worked at Test School 1. And let's just say that's here in Jackson. And we've worked there for any number of dates. Let's just say, see, when did we graduate college? In 1995. All right, so let's say that we've been there forever. We're still there. All right, and we just left to come here. Okay, so let's say there. That's just picked a date that popped up in there. All right, so here we've got our position. They were the director of admissions at this school. Doctor of admissions, no. Director of admissions. Oh. There we go. Okay. I can't type worth anything this morning. All right, so we have that. Let's see, Jane Doe was our supervisor, and we did all missions. Okay, that's been our main job. So we add our additional work history here within the system that we're adding. For all new agents, you're going to need a letter of reference from a former employer. You will drag and drop that in here from your system setup. And then underneath the background, you will have to answer these questions. Now, these are very important questions, okay? So if they're all no, we hope that they all are. But if you ever have one that is yes, so you have here, text box will pop up for you to include this information. You need to give the reason, date, any kind of penalty, whether it was a fine or anything else, depending upon what the violation was, and that information along the dates when that violation happened. Okay, here's where you're going to put the bond number. Depending upon the number that your bond company has issued. For a new agent, do not worry about the certificate number. If this is an agent that's been with you and you're just doing this application, you can put in their certificate number. If you don't know it, let me know and I'll get it for you. For new agents, of course, you won't have this certificate number. That will be added by me. Now, these are our certification questions. These are the questions where this signatory page comes in handy. And they're referenced, this one is in reference to these background questions, okay? So we have our agent certification. This is their digital signature that they are responding back that those are correct. Then we have our owners, and that's part of this affidavit here. So under the gray box, you're going to download the affidavit form, which is a Word document. And this is that signatory page stating that the information is true and set up, and it is signed and then saved and then uploaded back into the system underneath here under affidavit. Okay. The owner certification is either the director or the owner of the school, whichever one has supervisory experience over that individual is fine. This is the owner certification. You'll complete this, sign it. Once again, upload it back into the system here. And then you are going to hit submit. From that information is then submitted to me, and I will review it. And if there are any questions, you will get a comment back from me. Now, you can also, once again, send me a comment on this information of what you're going to be doing. Please make sure that you fill in every section that is applicable to this specific individual, including the reference letter. That must be in there. The agent certification must be attached, as well as the owner certification for the application to be complete. Okay. Once this is submitted to me, once again, you'll see the status set up here. This will change from pending review to pending payment once I have reviewed it. Once we have received the payment, I add a comment to the application stating the check and the date that the payment was received. Then all it has to do is go to the board for review. I will warn you though, once it says pending payment, There is no additional status to say pending board review like there are on the other documents. So it'll stay at that status until it actually goes to the board for approval on that setup. So don't worry about it. But if you have any questions, I'll make sure those comments are visible to all of the schools. So when you want to look at it, you can see that I've received the payment. We're now just waiting on the board to approve it. Once again, once the board has approved it, underneath your document set up here, you'll see the agent permit. It will have issued here, and this is their permit issue. The state does require that the cards that you were sent before, instead you will now have the certificate. You will pull up the certificate. It'll have the dates and everything set up with the signatures. That is done every year. They'll have a new certificate each and every year. Okay, so that's how you do an agent application. Please let me know if you have any questions on this. I'd be more than happy to answer them. And other than that, stay tuned. We're going to be doing, there'll also be more training videos popping up within the system, including next up should be the instructor and the program training videos on how to do those child documents. Thank you.